Welcome to Red Eye. It's like Courtship of Eddie's father, only he's just not that into you. I'm joined by Janice Dean. She's a Foxcaster, but also affectionately known as Janice Dean, the Weather Machine.
Aw, thank you so much.
We also have Bill Schultz, an incontinent collector of vintage fanny packs.
I want you inside of me.
I know you do. Also joining us from our Miami bureau is Doug Giles, creator and host of the Clash radio shows, townhall.com columnist, and author of the book 10 Habits of Decidedly Defective People, The Successful Loser Guides to Life, which is now available.
Beautiful thing.
Jeez. Down in the newsroom, we have Christian Anderson. You can see him with Trekkie Monster on Broadway in the musical Avenue Q. And right next to me is the legendary and wonderfully virile Geraldo Rivera. He's the host of Geraldo at Large, which is on Saturdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox News Channel. Back.
Stand by your words.
Stand by. We're back with Nicky from Avenue Q. We want to talk to you about your wonderful, wonderful show.
Oh,
it's a Tony Award-winning musical. Inspired by, is it inspired by Sesame Street?
It's inspired by children's television. You make your own connection. We have nothing to do with Sesame Street.
Yeah, because you look a little bit like Ernie after swallowing poison. Do you remember when you were a kid, they had those puppet PSAs, or they had you watch them at school, and they had the puppets, and they would drink the oven cleaner stuff underneath the sink.
What school were you going to?
It wasn't really a school; it was more like an institution. But I'm just trying to say. But anyway, they all looked like Nicky. They all looked like Nicky because they'd always be drinking, and then they just turn green, and they'd go to the hospital. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, when do you go on tour?
The tour starts in August in San Francisco. Yeah.
Yes.
San Francisco.
And can you explain to the people who may not have heard of Avenue Q exactly what the plot is, what it's about?
Well, it's a story of all these characters who live on a street called Avenue Q, an avenue rather called Avenue Q. It's a philosophy of life, you know. It's this young kid, Princeton, who moves to town, and he's looking for his purpose in life, and he learns things about racism or you know, what the internet may be for. You know, things like that. So it's kind of a coming-of-age almost story. You know, the guy doesn't really come of age quite yet. You know, he's still young, in his early 20s. Yeah, there's that kind of...
Now, Nicky, I'm a big fan of Avenue Q, and one of my favorite things is the hot puppet-on-puppet sex.
Oh,
yeah. About midway through the show. Are you going to tone that down in the Midwest, in the Bible Belt?
No.
God bless you.
Not at all.
They need to see it.
Yeah, they do. You know, it's really all in your mind.
You don't really know that they're having sex, Bill. You just want them to have sex.
They are clearly copulating.
No, you
Greg.
see some things, that's true, but you have to fill in the blanks, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. On a similar note, is this, you know, you have puppets, so I'm sure many parents believe it's appropriate for kids. Do you ever have a situation where somebody brings a young child in and then they freak out?
Yeah, we've had a couple of people come in doing their research and being a little shocked. I would give it a PG 14, 15 perhaps. Yeah, there's some objectionable language and some explicit behavior, as we were discussing earlier. Yeah.
So that means I can bring a date then?
Hell yeah.
14, 15, good cutoff.
Oh.
Yes.
Where's Joe Francis when you need him?
Yes. I've heard that you have like the most celebrity-studded audience.
Oh,
so
yeah,
many
we've had
famous
some good people come in. Frank Oz came to see the show. Remember, you know, Yoda? Yeah. My fellow Greenian. Yeah, we had a lot of people. Jennifer Love Hewitt, I believe, came. Judi Dench, Dame Judi Dench.
I'm more excited that you had Rue McClanahan.
Oh, yeah.
And my other favorite was Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, yeah, Monk. Nobody could touch him.
Nobody could touch the Shalhoub. The Shalhoub. And also, my third favorite, you had John Stamos.
Yes, we did, just the other day.
Yeah. And did you get to meet Mr. Stamos?
Yeah, it was kind of hard. It was kind of crowded backstage. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Anybody?
I think so.
Sorry.
I don't know anymore because he scares me so.
I love him.
Oh, he was great as Blackie. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, Blackie. Yeah. And All My Children.
Or was it
General Hospital?
Yeah.
No, it was All My Children.
Oh,
forget it. Anyway, so where can people see you? It's right now you're only in New York, and then you start in August.
Well, we're in New York, we're in London, and in August we'll be going across the whole country, the whole North American continent here. Yeah, we got San Francisco, Chicago, Miami, Toronto, Philadelphia, D.C.
All the major
check your
cities.
local listings.
All right, Christian Anderson, thank you, Avenue Q. Go to, I think it's avenueq.com to find out more information. That'll work. Yeah. Okay, everybody stick around. We got viewer mail. And go to foxnews.com to check out the Red Eye website, which is delightful. You'll learn new things.